trial copy of Assassin's Creed Mirage and tell you about the overall Assassin's Creed franchise that I am experiencing from. So, let's start with the story of Assassin's Creed Mirage. It starts just like any other Assassin's Creed story. You start off from a very like inexperienced civilian, and you kind of work your way into being a master assassin. Yeah, so basically it's poor to assassin, and that's basically the overall gameplay. Is the gameplay different compared to the Origin Odyssey? No, not much. I find it has the exact same feature. You're just playing as a fighter at this point. You're no longer a unique assassin. At this point, the market is so saturated with this open world genre, and I don't think Ubisoft understands that, we want to play as a unique warrior, I understand the Assassin's Creed is a cult, but we want to play as a warrior of that time period, not just copy paste warrior. Oh, he's from a different time period. That's not something very interesting. The Brotherhood is exactly the same as previous games. They don't do much, to be honest. Their ideal goals are to stop the Templars. That's it. There's no plot twist. There's nothing. Yeah, there is a plot twist that, spoiler alert, Boston is somehow some guy from the future, but I don't care, man. The story is so convoluted at this point. Ubisoft just wants to make a bucket out of you, and I don't believe in any of the stories. If I can get my hands on a copy, I'd probably get it for free, because I really don't invest in this kind of franchise anymore. Even though the combat is kind of new, it's different, but that's not something that I feel that I'm drawn to. It can actually get me to buy this game, because I feel like if I buy this game, Ubisoft is just gonna make a copy and paste of this exact same combat and put it in the Japanese era, put in the Chinese era, put it not all these warriors or these assassins fight alike, but they're using these copy and paste mechanics. So change it up, man. Make him fight differently, make it a different game. But all these Assassin's Creed games, they feel exactly the same. Even though they're in the different era, they feel the same. Especially starting from Assassin's Creed Mirage is basically a copy and paste of Origin. They haven't changed much since Origin, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about Origin. Assassin's Creed was kind of tanking before Origin, so at Origin is when they started changing the formula, and it was good. It was a good formula, but you're no longer an assassin. You're a hunter at this point, because Ubisoft don't even know what the definition of an assassin anymore. They think playing as an assassin is boring, so now he's basically shooting arrows at gods. He's fighting swamp monsters. He's fighting these gods with bow and arrows. Are they assassins? Sure, but it lose that formula. They could have just easily called this another game, right? But they had to put slap on the name Assassin's Creed and kind of use some of the old features from the previous games. And I thought the changing formula was good, but it didn't help the franchise because it made it way too different at this point. You're literally called the Ancient One at this point. And I'm gonna tell you a little bit where Ubisoft started to change the formula. So Assassin's Creed Syndicate was the last true Assassin's Creed game. Because it didn't do very well, and because there was lack of confidence in this franchise because of the previous bugs and all the glitches, and a lot of players were feeling that Ubisoft just copied and pasted a lot of the elements from the previous games and just slap it on this character and made it into a new era. This game feels almost exactly the same as Assassin's Creed 2, but with better graphics. Like literally, it is Assassin's Creed 2. I know you're playing in a different era, but you're basically got the counter system, the stun system from Assassin's Creed 2. You're different types of warrior, but somehow you fight exactly the same as a guy from the Renaissance period. That what boils my blood. Like, if you're gonna make an Assassin's Creed game and you're gonna change it into another era, make it different. Make it different. But Ubisoft is so lazy, they just want to copy and paste. And that is where the formula failed so bad. And that's the exact same thing that they're trying to do with Assassin's Creed Mirage. They're copying paste from a title that they thought was very successful. And that's what they did a decade ago with Assassin's Creed 2. Assassin's Creed 2 was when they started making franchise year after year like Call of Duty. It doesn't work like that. If you want our money, man, you gotta step up your game and stop copying, pasting stuff. If you're gonna put Assassin's Creed in another era, research their fighting style and not just throw some random Egyptian style into a Greek style, into a Roman style, into a Viking style, and into a Baghdad style. Like, learn the history. You know, just don't throw us yearly titles based on a game that you made decade ago. And I feel that Ubisoft is going down the exact same road. And I feel Assassin's Creed Mirage is not a very good title. It's exactly the copy and paste version of Origin. And that's it. That's my final thoughts on the Assassin's Creed franchise. I think they're just trying to retread whatever they were successful in the past. And I'm not gonna get Mirage. I think I played like the trial version, and I don't think they offered anything different from Origin. So take care.